Jay, slightly different circumstances to last week. A tough away league game, a narrower defeat, but still as frustrating.
Look, it's really simple. Like, we're in a spell at the moment where we don't look like we've got goals in us. Let's be honest. The simple facts are, and I just said to lads in there, I've got to get players that are going to convert chances, that are going to create chances. I think defensively we dealt with what Dartford are about today for large parts. We've switched off. The goal we can see is a disappointing thing. When you've defended the amount of sort of corners and things they look to put in when they're a big side, but yeah, we just haven't got that in product at the moment, have we? And it's something we need to look at, and it's something that we are looking at, and it's something that we've got a lad coming in this week, and which will help to it. And there's other areas we just got to keep working hard. It was a game where at times we played some good stuff, but did we look like scoring? That's probably not, because we haven't got that at the moment.
Do you think the fact that Santos had to come off early was negative for your attack?
Doesn't help. We brought him in for his creativity. You saw last week, as much as we lost the game, he gets an assist in his first game. But it's not ideal when you bring Guardi on, and obviously he's not fully fit, so we had to then look to take him off towards the end as he was playing up. But I'm not gonna make excuse for that. I don't think there was a lot in the game. I think you can probably tell the difference. Like, if you're looking at their forwards, they're a handful in the box and look a threat, and hence why they play the way they do into them quickly, because they're a handful. We haven't got Jordan up to speed at the moment, where he missed the whole of pre-season, and it's something we've got to look at. So, like I say, we'll have one through the door Monday. And then we'll keep working up.
Is there much more you can do, or is it about the players' confidence and them gelling together themselves?
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't even say it's gelling. It's just individuals producing what they need to produce. It's they've took on board. We trained really well this week. They took on board what we've asked of them, to get on the ball and be brave and pass the ball, because I felt if we got into a direct game with Dartford, they'd be better at it, because you can see they're land of the giants. They're a big side. When we actually got the ball and moved it, we caused problems, but we then get to that final third and it breaks down, or the shot's not quite there, and and then you look, we literally switched off for 1 minute. I think Janae's jumped when he didn't maybe need to. He does, and the ball lands to the lad and goes through someone's leg and goes in the far corner. Another day that hits someone's leg, but that's the way it goes sometimes, and we just got to stick together, keep working hard. We're not a million miles off. If you really look at it, we're not a million miles off, but we're not picking up the points we need to be picking up, so it's something we need to address.
So it was just about that finishing touch then. Is this new signing, could you hint us if they help in that department?
I hope so, yeah. Look, listen, you never know until they come in. I mean, you look at Jordan last year, we brought him in and no one really thought much, and he went and scored 18 goals for us, but this lad will come in, got bundles of energy, a really good work ethic as well. He's young, he's hungry, and I think that he'll add quality in the final third, and that's what we need.
Okay, that's something to look forward to. Just quickly, do you think expectations was slightly too high at the beginning of the season? Because actually, off the games we've played, we've had either the same or a better result against teams obviously that were in the league last season. So do you think fans were maybe expecting too much, or do you think we're falling below expectations?
Listen, we lose games of football. We're always falling below, because I don't like losing games of football, but look, expectations are high because of how well we did. Let's be honest, we went from a team that nearly stayed up last game of the season to a team that nearly pushed playoffs, and we've signed good players. But for one reason or another, it's not quite clicked, and mainly it's the final third. Again, if you look back before the Taunton game, and we're probably still up there in goals conceded. It was not too bad if you take the FA Cup out of it, but you've got to, when you have moments in games, you have to take your chances, especially when you're away from home. The shape first 10, 15, we were struggling to deal with their shape, so we changed it slightly, tweaked it, and all of a sudden we get back into the game, and we got in some really good areas today. But when we got into really good areas, did we have that end product? We didn't. And so expectation, I'd rather expectation than people just turn up and go, well, if we get something, it's a bonus. So I've got no issue with that. Is it like people going this week, the pressure? I'd rather pressure. I'd rather work under pressure, because like I say, I put enough on myself. So, but we've got to I think as a manager, I was just honest with the boys in there. I just said, look, I need to help you now. I need to get two, 3 players in that are going to take chances when we have good spells in games, because we've created, if you go through the stats, I don't want to keep going on about the stats, but if you go through it, we've had more chances created this year than at this point last year, more possession, more this and that, but the one stat that counts is the scoreline at the end of the day. So, and I'm very Blackie loves his stats, and I keep saying to him, I said, listen, that's the one stat that matters. So we've got to put that right.
And a gap in the schedule next week, I presume that's either going to be another training session or a friendly?
We'll try to get a friendly. That's the plan. It's hard because a lot of clubs are playing, but we're trying our hardest to get a friendly. Obviously, we'd love to still be in the FA Cup, but we're not, and now we've got to use this week wisely. It's next week and a bit, and then see where we go.
And Hemel, the next league game.
Yeah, tough game. Listen, there's no easy games, is there, in this league? Like, I think you look at it and you go, well, where's there an easy game? If people might go, oh, Dartford away because they're struggling, but it's not an easy place to come, is it? But as I say, for parts of it, I was happy. Other parts of it need to be better, and it's glaringly obvious where it needs to be better.
Thanks, Jay.
All right, cheers, thank you.